Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm sorry we're late. Technical difficulties. So, we ready to getting ready to get the radio station going here. Sorry, y'all.
We're gonna, this is our busy one.
The views and opinions expressed by the host and or guest on this show are not that of Busy.
But I can't promise you I ain't gonna say nothing wrong.
So y'all got some new lipstick in and anti-aging cream, along with some makeup. So, holla at your girl, Devine Lux makeup line, and you know the wine, of course. So, yeah, we got Sincere. He like something else, but
No, we was gonna talk about something last time, but we're gonna bring it up this time.
yeah, we ready, Ace?
Oh, your intro's on right now.
Okay. Oh, it's not on the page. He didn't put it back on the busy one page.
Let's still be
It's
sure.
not yours.
It's on. Yeah, it should be on mine.
Kim.
It should be on mine if it's still working. It's crazy.
Turn up, y'all.
Lady Lux, just ain't nowhere it out. Hopping out the bed, right? Gotta get my tummy tight. I'm gonna get my body wrapped today. That means you born, right?
I don't know about this song though. It ain't for me. You sit still.
Why?
I'm gonna do this to
You
it.
felt the vibe check, bro.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna do this to it.
Is it on your
Fast talk, let's not forget. Where
Nope.
you get your fashion fit.
Ain't on
Let's
your
fast
page,
it.
okay?
Yeah, you
It ain't
know
on
it's gonna be
it ain't on the
lit.
pages.
Ow. Ow.
Ace, it's not on my pages.
Ow. Lady Lux.
Or
Lady
busy
Lux,
one.
Lady Lux, Lady Lux. Ow.
Because it probably went
Ow.
to private. You know how they do.
We'll check it out.
So what's gonna happen is it is gonna show tomorrow.
Okay.
So what's up, y'all? We at Busy One Radio checking in for the Lady DevineShow. How y'all been all week? Y'all been good?
Yes.
It's great.
Yeah.
I've been amazing.
It's cold. I don't like it when it's cold and dark.
I was born in
I just
December.
feel like hibernating for the whole time of winter. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I hear you, but I am hibernating at the point.
You are hibernating.
This is-
Okay.
When I wake up, y'all don't want to be around.
Uh-oh. So what's going on in the news today?
They still talking about Cat Williams?
They still talking about Cat Williams. Cat Williams, what is he
He
doing to
blew up
himself?
the internet, didn't he?
Yes.
I mean, when I say he took some, he brought some valid points.
Yeah.
Serious,
He
though.
brought some valid points. I mean, what we supposed to do with that but accept the truth? Just we gotta digest it. It's a lot to digest.
It's
That
a
was
lot.
3 hours.
It's a lot.
It is.
That was 3
And
hours.
my thing is the whole energy that he held the whole time.
Mm.
For one, you can hear the facts within the things that we don't know about yet. It was still in the same, energy. It was still in the same. So we don't know these celebrities. We don't know his friends, rather, or his old friends and stuff, but he do. And he spoke on it.
Mm.
And that's all I got to
Is
work
that a
with.
friend?
That was an old friend.
Oh.
He didn't seem like they were friends.
It's so
Old
friend.
business partners, colleagues,
I can
that
say
word.
colleagues, but I wouldn't say friends.
His old
Yeah.
associates just got
Right,
got it all handed to him real good. And I hope that their response could go as viral as his,
Well, they
another
all
one.
responded, and none of them said that he was falsifying any information. I know that.
Oh wow. So what do y'all think if Cat Williams come to Cincinnati next week? Is he gonna sell tickets or not?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
As
this
usual.
was the best. This was the
As
best
usual.
publicity he could do for his career.
Oh yeah, really?
But he was never lacking though.
No.
I've been to
yeah,
several
he
of
has,
his shows.
He has black son. I've been to some shows that wouldn't,
That's
Yeah,
funny.
I
I
get
went
it.
about 2 years ago. They were, it was people walking out, but I would say you have to be able to think outside the box to get his humor. It's not one of those.
His humor
funny-
comes from outside the box. It is outside of the box material.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So everybody can't laugh at those jokes.
Yeah, they just can't relate.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's still my guy. I still haven't met him in person yet. I've seen him perform 1,000,000 times at this point, probably closer to 1,000. But either way, it wasn't 1 or 2 times. This guy has what it takes to be the person, at least who he think he is. You know, he has that. He can get on any platform, and even if he was lying, this will go viral.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my opinion on it. That's you know, shouts out to Cat and whoever he may or may not have lied on.
So what you got for us today?
These Stanley Cups. You heard about the Stanley Cups?
I have not.
The cups that everybody's going crazy for. These one cups that it started off on TikTok, and on TikTok there was a girl, her car caught on fire, and that was the only thing that did not burn down. So it went viral.
Oh wow!
Right, and so now people are selling them for like $1,000 a piece for a cup.
So where do you get a Stanley Cup from?
You get it at Target.
For $1,000.
Well, people are selling them off the they're getting wholesale prices off the DHL app or website.
So is it still?
Yeah, and it keeps.
That's what I'm gonna say. What's the material?
Yes, the material. It still keeps your beverage warm or cold for 40 hours. I think it is. I'm not sure, but yeah.
Okay.
But
you can get a
like a
Stanley Cup
thermostat.
soup
Yeah,
and
Like a
burn
thermostat.
48 hours.
We
Yeah.
used to bring to school back in the day with our soup in it.
Yeah.
We had one of them.
Play Usher in the background. Gotta let it burn.
But it was a young lady that was she was trying to buy one off of Facebook, right? And she said that she would trade in her child for the cup.
Oh, this woman need to be locked up.
She was.
Wow.
I'm glad. How you trading your
I'm
child
sorry,
for anything?
child.
Yeah, she said I'll trade in my child for the cup.
That must be a hell of a cup.
I'm be
Girl.
honest. She would have traded her child in for a book of food stamps the way she sound.
Oh,
Her child was always on the market.
She probably get food
That's her
stamps
only
and selling
collateral.
them.
yeah, yeah.
You know,
She
you,
probably selling them.
That part.
you know, you go to the pawn shop and the only thing you got valuable is an Xbox. She got her child.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
Is
all
that
she
it?
got.
Mm. So what's
That's
happening with you, Kenny? What's been going on in the world?
Nothing, work, kids, drama, and no drama.
Do you have?
Because you
any-
shut it down right there. Like,
Do you have any events that you want to talk about?
no,
That's
not
occurred?
at the moment yet.
Okay.
I have been meeting a lot of good people. That's
So you're reading a book.
I'm definitely reading books.
Okay, so
This
tell
is
us about the
one.
book.
This book in particular, and I only brought it to speak on it because this is something that got me over a hurdle.
Mhm.
The Invisible Ache,
Mm.
written by Courtney Vance, which is Angela Bassett's husband,
Wow.
Mm.
and his psychologist. Actually, she's a co-author of this, and the book, for one, from his story, from his viewpoint, he was suffering from his father committing suicide.
Mm.
Now, that's just one problem when we talk about America and problems and people grieving and things like that. A lot of us don't know that we need to vent. A lot of us don't know that we even have help. And this book is based on the fact that there's a lot of people out here that suppress their anger, their grieving, and it's more so promoting that you actually talk to somebody.
This is
Actually.
facts.
Mm-hmm. And this book's helped me a lot. It's called The Invisible Ache: Black Men Identifying Their Pain and Reclaiming Their Power
I love
by
it.
Courtney
That's
Vance.
great.
And
Good
this
read.
was my girl actually gave me this for my birthday.
That's right.
And
She's very thoughtful.
I'm gonna be honest with you, she wasn't my girl before she gave me this gift.
Okay.
This gift spoke volumes, and I said, I see you, you see me.
Yeah.
And yeah, shout out to Courtney Vance on that one.
So we have one on air today. We have Queen Cleo and Sincere. Last Saturday, we did auditions for a chat with the Queen, which is her upcoming show, Queen Cleo show. And we auditioned 5 people. Okay. So how'd you think it go? What?
Woo, baby, when I say I'm so excited, I am so excited because we have a great variety of individuals that we will be helping them get their shit together. And so I'm really grateful. It's a couple that's been together 13 years. They've had drug addiction in the past. They've had marital problems, but they're at the point where they're ready to heal. And I'm so grateful that they chose to do the journey together. So we have them, and then we also have a single Black man.
I knew she was talking about me. Yes, I'll be on the show as well.
He's gonna be on the show as well. So
I got
I'm
a
very
lot of
excited.
shit to get together, y'all.
Yes.
I talk good,
but you're growing. You're growing.
Yes,
Yes, indeed.
that's the thing.
Yes.
That's the thing. So we're in the healing process, right? So I am grateful that he will be a representation of Black men. And then we also have an artist. So we'll have an artist that
Jacine Music.
Yes, Jacine, who is her artist. So I'm very grateful that she will be on there. So you guys will be able to take a look at her backstory. We were talking about entertainers earlier and how we don't really know their backstory. We don't know them. But the good thing is you'll be able to know a little bit more about Jacine and what she has experienced in her life and how she has become, how she uses art to help her cope.
Right.
And some of her
as we
trauma.
all do.
Yeah.
And her friend Kendra.
Yep, and her friend Kendra. She's a Caucasian young lady who's experienced a lot of trauma and grief in her lifetime. So I'm really excited to have all 5 of those individuals on the platform and to help them get their shit together.
Yes, I mean I'm excited. This is my first show that I'm gonna be producing and doing wardrobe for, and so it's a great experience for me. I just hope that I can really help you because I found myself that day at the auditions. I'm just crying like I'm a crybaby. So
I'm excited about getting my
I'm
shit
just hoping
together.
I can help. Like I might be like I'm supposed to be helping you, but I'm out there balling out. Like
I think it's gonna be great because once the energy of healing is in the room, it doesn't matter who's on the stage, right? It doesn't matter who's in front of the camera. The point is for everybody who's in earshot and who can see, they can be healed too. And so it's going to bring up so many things from our past that we'll have to deal with, right? So I feel like this is going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome for all of us because we're all going to be getting our shit together simultaneously.
Yes.
And so we can, and the good thing is we are building a community, right?
Yes.
It's a community of all of us coming together, bringing all of our gifts and our talents and our
Your baggage.
Baggage.
Yeah.
We're bringing it together, right? We're bringing it so that we can help others.
So it's going to be a year-long show that we're going to be following them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's a year-long show.
And tell us, what gave you this idea?
Well, this is a part of my program. I am a certified life coach and spiritual coach. So this is a program that I already offer to my clients. And so I'm like, well, why reinvent the wheel when the wheel was already made and turning? And so when the opportunity came about, I was thinking like, well, what can I do? What can I talk about? And I'm like, I just got to stick to what I know and not try to change up nothing. I don't want to talk about celebrities. That's their business. I don't want to talk about all the other stuff that people really, that are talked there. I want it to be meaningful and I wanted it to be aligned with my purpose.
That's what's up.
So I made a promise to God that, hey, if you give me an opportunity, then I'm going to stick to my purpose, and that's to help heal. And that's
so people that's out in the community that want to have a life coach, how can they reach you?
They can reach me online. You can reach me on all social media platforms at Coaching with Cleo. You can also, my website is being built, so I'm going to be able to give you a website, but it'll be on there. But you can also click the link that is on my Facebook and Instagram, and it'll go directly to the booking page so that you can book your appointment. And it is a free consultation for 30-minute consultation so that we can get you on track.
So don't you feel like everybody should have someone to talk to, whether it's a life coach, a therapist, psychiatrist? So everybody should have someone
Yes,
that they can talk to.
Yes, I believe it's very important to be able to express ourselves. I was talking about last week about, our different chakras and things like that and healing. And sometimes our throat chakra could just be cut off, right? Because we've been told to shut up, or it doesn't matter. Our opinion is not valued. So, we get into the routine of not being able to express ourselves effectively and expressing ourselves to the right people. I do believe that having the right person in your life will help motivate you and move you to where you're supposed to be. So, or where you want to be. So I really believe that it is very, it's very important for all of us to be able to have someone to talk to and to have a village. It is not meant for us to be lonely and for us not to have people to talk to.
It's not meant for us to do it alone.
No, it's not. And I think too, we've all come into my circle is so small, it's a dot and all of that. That's for, those for certain things. But I believe that, there's different calibers of relationships we should have so that we can be our best selves.
That's true. So when we come back, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the chakras. Do y'all know what the chakras are? We'll be right back.
Welcome to Kalima's Digital Practice, where we provide internal and external holistic healthcare and hair loss solutions for the entire family. Did you know that hair loss and other symptoms are often a result of poor nutrition and diet? When hair loss does occur, it gives the provider a clue to begin to figure out what may or may not be going on inside the body. As an iridologist, I've been uniquely trained to interpret the markings and patterns of your left and right iris. These unique patterns provide me with information about what's going on inside your body, which I in turn share with you immediately in a detailed professional report.
So we are back to Busy One Radio, the Lady DevineShow. And do you all know what chakras are?
I'm aware.
You aware?
I'd rather she explain though.
Okay, so let's let Queen Cleo tell us about chakras.
So chakras are our 7
Chakra.
Chakra. Yeah, like
chakra.
Like shaka, but add a R. Chakra.
Chakra.
Yeah, chakra. Chakras are our energy bodies. Those are our energy centers that we have in our bodies that are connected to different parts of our bodies. And it is mainly affects our nervous system. Right? And so we have 7 main chakras. Mm-hmm. One will be our root chakra. We have our solar plex, our sacral, our heart, throat, third eye, and crown chakra. So those 7 chakras are connected to things that we have experienced in our lives. Mm-hmm. And when we're not in alignment, they can cause imbalance. Right? And so I just want to talk about some of the imbalances of different chakras so that we'll know, we'll recognize when some chakras are out of alignment, right? So we have the root chakra. So the root chakra is based in our pelvis areas, like right here below our, I'm going to say near your genitals. And
below your belly button.
Yeah, below your belly button.
Above your pelvic area.
Yeah. But It is important because it is developed between the ages of 1 to 6 years old, and that talks about our stability, our security, things that we connect with our family, how we belong. You know, do we belong? Do we feel like we belong? Right. And these
That's
chakras,
very important.
this is very important, especially in now
1 to 6. Yeah.
1 to 6 years old. So if you think about it, 1 to 6 year old, 1 to 6 years old, we're really home with our parents at that time before we enter school, you know, our personalities are developed around our family members.
Right.
Literally.
You know, so when we talk about that bad A kid that's running around and don't have any structure, either the parents didn't have any structure in the home, or there was some type of imbalance in the child that was not recognized and corrected before they even got to school. So, yeah,
That's real.
it is.
He has something to say.
Because I say that because I had a badass kid.
Okay.
And she was something else. She was a handful, and that's my only one. And maybe it was because she was spoiled, but she really gave me some troubles.
She did. Between the ages of 1 to 6?
Yes.
Okay. Were you experiencing anything, like any type of struggle or anything like that during that time?
Working. Yeah, single parent, working. You know, her dad was not in her life. But she just continued to be very, very feisty.
So maybe that is the feeling of belonging, not having her father in her life, having, you know, seeing other kids with their dads.
Yeah, she used to talk about that.
As much as we talk about daddy issues.
Yeah, talk about daddy issues. Those are something that was developed as a kid, right? And sometimes we as mothers, we carry that insecurity with our children, and then when they're born, they have these type of personalities or imbalances in their lives. And so that could have been one. And you working all the time, you know, her being at somebody else's house, or some being, you know, not being being at grandma's house, but grandma is grandma, but not mama, right? I can say I was one of those kids too. My mother worked all the time. She was a single mother, but I yearned my mama. It wasn't that I was abused or anything, but I wanted my mama.
Exactly. She was busy.
Yeah, she was busy. She was trying to feed me. It wasn't something that, you know, that you made that choice, like, nah, I'm not gonna be with my, you know, I'm just gonna do. You had to.
Yeah.
You had to. So these are things that are imbalanced in ourselves that we don't even recognize. And her wanting to belong, her wanting to have her father, her wanting to be with her mother, and her not getting the attention that she needs, being the only child. You know, the only child, sometimes they need more attention because they're used to getting all the attention. Yeah. Yeah. So maybe we can deal with that. Her dealing with, you know, not having her father in her life, and the need to wanting to belong. I wasn't the only child. I'm not the only child, but I was the only child raised at home. So I understand what that lifestyle feels like. You do. You always want to feel a part of something because you don't have nobody else to play with. So you play with your cousins, and then when they leave, you like,
you bother mama when you're bored.
Yeah. Yeah. And she might have just been mischievous and wanted the attention, and that was the only attention that she probably received
when she was mischievous.
Hey, next episode, you're gonna have a podium. You're gonna stand on that podium. You're gonna preach.
Oh.
That's what I need you to do.
Oh, okay.
Preach and let people know.
She was a pretty little girl, but not dressed her like a doll baby all the time. So she had plenty of attention. I think what you said about the father, the attachment, the detachment, that I think maybe that played a lot of her mischievous behaviors.
And then her dad, she may have her dad's genes, right? And he may be mischievous.
Yeah, he was.
Right?
And he's passed away, unfortunately, but
I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences.
Thank you.
But that's one of the things too. So she may have been carrying we carry certain DNA from our parents.
Yeah.
And
You have
they're
to
like
watch who you having these
kids
babies
with. Yeah, you gotta watch who you have your babies with. So
I need to see your family history.
yes, family history,
Mhm.
medical history, you know, all of that type of things. And that's one of the things we talked about too with talk about your root chakra. When we are intimate with others, you know, other people, that can also throw off your root chakra. Because if they're not in alignment, then guess who's not going to be in alignment once they enter into you?
Oh, never thought about that.
I'm gonna be quiet. Oh, podcast. I ain't got nothing to talk.
You ain't got nothing to say. You got plenty to say.
I'm probably done changed all kind of chakras.
Yes. So
No ignorant self.
when you're not spiritually in alignment, that's why it is a very sacred act. It's very sacred when you have sex with somebody. It's a sacred act. And when you meet somebody and they're, you know, emotionally all over the place or unbalanced, they have other issues that they're dealing with. If they're having sexual intercourse with other people that's dealing with those type of issues, now they're carrying it and they're bringing it to you. So now your chakras are off. Me being a woman, right? I was, you know, being married for 20 years. And then after being married, it was like, oh, okay, well, let me see. And I'm like, whoa, it's too much out here. I don't. Too much. I can't do it.
Out here too lit nowadays.
No, there's so many imbalances.
Yes.
You know, and then you deal with people. Let's go up the that's where your emotions are and where your confidence is and how you see yourself in the world. You dealing with somebody that has anger issues, right? You wonder why you get done having sex with them and now you angry. You don't know why you mad. You cussing the kids out after y'all done become intimate and you wondering why you feel like you all over the place.
And that's supposed to be.
Yeah. Now you out of alignment.
Damn, you talking.
Soul ties.
Soul ties, for real. Yes.
As
So
it should be, and we take it for granted. We just keep doing it. Everybody's just doing it.
Everybody just doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they carrying around multiple chakras.
Yeah.
Multiple
imbalances.
Them soul ties, they be right on you.
And sharing them.
Yeah, and sharing them.
You think they gone away, but they still there.
You don't know why this person had pissed you off. You was pissed off before they got there.
Yeah. So some
they just didn't help because they gave you some of their anger too.
Yeah, they anger too. So a lot of times when women are dealing with you know, reproductive problems, right? We don't realize that our reproductive problems can come from those unhealed areas.
Oh.
And those may be carried from generation to generation. Have you heard about parents? Oh, this parent had 10 kids, and then you have some people that have like no children.
Right.
And then you wondering like, why can't you have kids? Their chakras are not in alignment. They have to do some deep healing, even with their foods and things that they intake to help heal those areas. Yeah. So the color red is with chakras, right? The root chakra, and they all have different colors that represent each chakra, right? So the root chakra is the red chakra, and guess what? The red chakra is the reproductive, right? The color red. Red and our reproductive system. Yeah. How we create children.
Yes.
Talk to me, sexy.
Yeah. So when those go ahead.
Periods.
Yeah. Menstrual periods. Yes, menstrual periods. So when those are not in alignment. So if you've had sex with somebody and you know, now your period's off, you're trying to figure out what's wrong with your body is all in shock, your nervous system, you know, you wondering why you got BV and all the rest of it. Those imbalances.
Yeah. Because they've been.
Don't give me no imbalances.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Got them soul ties. What?
Soul ties, all that is connected.
Yes.
Let
your soul grow.
Yes.
Get that dirty thing.
Yeah. Dirty dick. Yeah.
They put on 2 of them.
For
and
real.
2 of them, baby.
All of them ain't dirty. I mean,
spiritually dirty though.
Of course, spiritually, but both both sides of the fence still spend their lifetime exploring, trying to find the right energy.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't. We're not talking about body counts. We literally
I was
talking about.
about to ask you, like, how many do you have to experience?
I'm 40, so we're not going there.
Oh, okay.
Y'all 40-ish, so y'all not going there.
I'm 50-ish.
We're not going there
Amazing.
yet. It's just like literally trying to search for the right energy, and then you fail. Let's say 1,000,000 times. We're going to exaggerate the number because we don't need the exact number on nobody.
Well, I'm just wondering what's a good number in your lifetime to have as
It's infinity if you never find that right energy.
Oh, infinity.
Well, no, I don't. Agree.
That's a lot.
That's
I mean,
a lot of people.
okay, my opinion based on that. Okay, you can actually give up. You have the ability to participate or not participate yet. In this case, if you want something like love or a partner, you go. It's just like a job interview, isn't it? You go and evaluate whoever you meet. And I mean, I'm sorry, I hate that society has reached the point where we actually have to go and get intimate and all that for you to actually know. Because I've met women where we clicked everywhere else until we were intimate.
Ooh.
Mm.
And that made an imbalance, and that's messed up. So and vice versa. So you love each other in the bed, yet I can't stand you. I can't talk to you. I can't communicate with you. We can't coexist. Stuff like that. So yeah, so it's not about body count.
I personally think that it should be no more than your two hands. Okay. So that's enough. In your lifetime.
You speaking for women or men?
Both.
So
that's enough souls that you
have been attached to.
Yes, that's enough.
But nobody wants to do it alone. We already said we don't.
So
I've had long-term relationships. So, when you think about a mate, you really need to think about that mate before you start doing those things. And
if it's a real mate, you can actually mold them to your liking of. It's not. Yeah,
because you said when you got in the bed, it wasn't the.
Well,
you liked.
See, now everybody's not like me.
But you could have taught. You could have taught that person.
I know I'm coachable. Everybody's not coachable. So you meet a person that, like I said, you good at everything else, and then y'all have the intimate moment. That might be the last time you hear from old girl. But I'm speaking from a guy's perspective.
Oh, because it wasn't good.
I found it out later. That was why she left.
It wasn't good.
And this is 1 out of 1,000,000, but still. And that's 1 in 1,000,000. Again, I keep exaggerating the number because nobody needs a body count.
Okay. So I'm gonna say this.
I was trying to make it seem like
most of us have relationships, right? When we have relationships, we include sex when sex is not supposed to be included.
Early.
We think that is supposed to be the thing that, solidifies the relationship.
Right.
But really, they're supposed to really be a friend. You're not supposed to incorporate the sex part. We do that because we're human and we are comfortable with the person and we feel like, oh, okay, I've been knowing them for a while, so you don't feel.
Let's try this.
Yeah, let's try this. But really, we need to start using more discernment and start to be more cautious about who we interact with sexually.
Oh, y'all listening out there.
Yes.
That's true.
And we are not
very
supposed to have sex like with everybody just
So-
because they're really good
And
friends.
And that tarnishes that special moment that's supposed to be special.
Well, the
because-
moment wasn't supposed to exist. That
I mean,
moment wasn't supposed to exist.
You talking to a group because I'm pretty sure adults watch this, and all of them already. I'm trying my best
They
to make
passed their
this as
10?
rated G as possible
Yes,
because
definitely. This is on radio.
ain't nothing worse than a guy that meet a woman that's already stretched out and she's judging him for not satisfying her.
Oh, Jesus.
So I'm really speaking from the perspective of a man. And we all, in that case, if you want to call it ran through, then in that case, we all have been ran through.
So when you experience that, do you immediately get up
No,
You're like,
I won't
"Ooh,
be the
what is
one.
that?"
I'm the empath. I'm the empath. I'm the one that's willing to. Okay, if this don't work, then let's try this, or switch it up, or just something else. But in general, some people
Wait a
do judge.
You said she was too big, right? She was too big, so she's
That ain't
been.
what I said.
She's
Don't put
had.
words
She's,
in my mouth.
she's had multiple partners.
I'm making a point based
so what do
on
you
like
do? Do you
when a
fill
woman.
the gaps? What do you do? How do you make it work? I would run from if I was a man.
Actually,
I would
that's
run
a good
from something
question,
like that.
ain't it?
What?
Because at
That would
the end
scare
of the
me.
day, when the thing is, you will hear her complaint first. So your only rebuttal is, it wasn't me, you know what I'm saying? You offended. Like, no, I didn't feel nothing.
It was
You
just
know?
like it was
I
just
didn't feel anything.
out there in space.
I could have put my lower body in you.
Ooh.
What the hell?
You should have been running.
You should have been running, but sometimes we ignorant to what we should do.
Oh shoot!
So not using discernment.
So.
I really think that, really, to be honest, like I said, in most women that have experienced a lot of, male counterparts or males, have male sexual partners, sometimes that is the case. But I feel like with sexual energy, that doesn't lie. I mean, I don't care how big, how wide, if it works, if that sexual energy is there, if the connection is there,
you're gonna make it work.
It's gonna work.
It's not about size, it's about the connection.
It's about the connection.
I also know that there's those moments where you just feel each other. It's not about the size, it's not about how long you last, it's not about how anything. You just actually feel each other and it works. That person touch, a simple touch, is orgasmic.
Yeah, like you can sit next to you, like you know how you with your boo, you like they need to hurry up with this guy. I need to get home, sis.
But people don't think like
or he
that
could
no
call,
more,
like you with your girls, and he like, hey babe, I'm home. Oh, babe, I'm on my way home too. Yes. So when it's there, it's there. I believe that there.
Selfie at that front door, like, man, you ain't ready, is you?
Yeah. So I don't really believe that. That. I mean, I'm not gonna say in all cases, but I believe that when the sexual energy is there, and there's really nothing that can interfere with that. That's why when you said that, when you can have a lot of sexual energy with somebody.
And now you got some loosies out there now.
No, you can have good sexual energy, but you don't get along any other time.
And I want to separate. I want to separate what I said earlier from what we're saying now. Because what you're saying is very, very. Let's just put that solid and let that sit there. Now you got people out here that, again, I'm gonna say ran through. The people that have been ran through don't know what the energy they're looking for. They really lost. So even if it was the right energy, they find some excuse or something, or they, it's just, it doesn't work because they're confused. And you run into those more than you run into the people that can say that, oh yeah, this fits or this makes sense. They don't do that. People don't take the time out to actually think about it.
Yeah. Well, and I think we don't take out the time to have those conversations before we have sex. I think that those conversations are not really being talked about. Sex can be such a spontaneous act that, having those important conversations. How many, what do you like during sex? What's your favorite position? All of those type of things
Sadly.
Is those things. Do you like foreplay? Do you not like foreplay? Is there any position that you don't like? Talking about those things really matters.
Yes.
So when we don't talk about them, I feel like we're leaving ourselves open to being, not being satisfied in those areas.
It's a freestyle cipher.
Yeah. Freestyle. Yes, it is a freestyle cipher.
We are here trying whatever happens.
Yeah.
Is that true?
That's life. That's like society right now.
Yeah. And then there's so many same-sex relationships, people dealing with those type of things.
I like how you keep that up.
Well, I mean, I do want to be professional. I'm not gonna.
And not knocking that community, but.
Yeah, I mean, but there's a lot of
just as tarnished as we are.
No, but what I'm saying is there's still that level of intimacy is still there,
Mhm.
right? And those things still need to be considered when you are having intimate sessions with people. You need
They
to make
rush
sure.
as well.
Yeah, you need to make sure that this person that you're connecting with is actually somebody that you want to grow with, that you want to,
Right.
you know, that you want to. And like I said, we just prematurely do it and not think nothing about it. We think that, hey, this is the next step, when really probably the next step is to have that conversation about sex.
Well, it's
Was there
only-
any sexual trauma? Most people are not open about sexual trauma, whether they, and maybe the sexual trauma, and maybe it wasn't, she was too loose. Maybe she was molested when she was younger.
Yeah,
And
that's
so
the
she
thing.
has sexual trauma, so she can't connect
But they
sexually.
don't have that talk first. They have that action first.
Yeah.
And if there's a connection, you have that talk.
Mhm.
Most people don't have that talk.
Yeah. So I think those are important things that we
They
need
just
to
go
talk
back.
about. And then you will learn more about their sacral and solar plex chakras. You'll learn about what type of confidence they have, what type of emotions they have. Are they carrying any type of baggage from previous relationships?
Yes.
You know,
That's
all
right.
of those things matter when you are being intimate with someone.
That's exactly right. And we're gonna take a break real quick, and we will be right back, y'all.
Yo, big up Cincinnati. This your boy Joe Dapper from Dada Shock World Music Sound, representing for Wet Wednesdays, Ladies Night Reggae, 9 p.m. through midnight, with exclusive poetry and open mic sessions, and the hottest reggae, dancehall, and Afrobeats and R&B in the city. So come hold a vibe at the Cali Bar and Grill, 1227 California Avenue, Cincinnati, Ohio. Come catch me there. Boom.
Welcome back to Busy One Radio. We are on the Lady Devine Show with Queen Cleo and Sincere. So we were just having a conversation about sexual partners and the need to really get to know your partner before having sex, having that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So what I do want to do is talk about the show, A Chat with the Queen. And she's already picked her 5 people that she's going to be following for the year. What can they expect?
They can expect some really emotional roller coasters. They can expect some tools to be able to help them at home, ways to be able to cope, things that be able to use in their own lives. Not only that, but they'll find people that they can relate to, right? We have all been through some type of trauma. And so our goal for the show is to make sure that you can find somebody that you can relate to, so that you will be able to use some of the healing techniques that are going to be available for the guests on the show.
And when you say healing techniques, what type of healing techniques are you going to be implementing?
Okay, so one of my favorite ones is breaking the cycle. This is like one of the first exercises that we use. And breaking the cycle is like, you know, our generational cycles, our personal cycles, and things that we collect along the way that don't no longer serve us or don't belong to us,
Oh
right?
my God, they're gonna beat me.
No, we're not gonna beat you. We're not gonna beat you. But one of the exercises is we'll have like a piece of paper that you can write all of your personal connections or personal cycles that you have had or experienced in your life that you don't want to pass down to your kids, that you have already probably passed down to your children, and you want to break that cycle so that you can move forward or break that spiritual bond that you have with that. You're going to write it on a piece of paper. And then we have generational cycles. Now, the generational cycles are cycles that we have collected from our parents, our grandparents, our society, things from school, you know, all of those type of things. We're going to put those on a plate. And the reason why I chose a plate is because a plate is where we all think about sharing a meal, right? We all come together for Thanksgiving, Christmas, every time our family gets together, well, we always breaking bread, having some type of meal. So I thought it was very creative to be able to put that on the plate. So with the piece of paper, what we're going to do is we're going to take that piece of paper and we're going to burn it. Burn that, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. This no longer belongs to
I burn
us.
mine today.
You know, not yet. Jeez, can we tape it or can we film
Let's
it?
start this process.
Oh, well, you know, you can pick as many as pieces of paper, you know, as many as you want, and with the plate, we're going to actually break the plate. Now, I have a couple ideas that I'm going to talk over with the production team tomorrow, that we will be able to do to probably give us a little bit more excitement on the show. So I'm really looking forward to that part. But breaking the plate or breaking those cycles and actually hearing it, I think the visual of actually seeing the paper burn, I've seen so many of my clients, they just break down and cry. Right, they're crying because they realize how many cycles they have actually been through, how many cycles they actually repeat over and over again, just different people that they are interacting with, just the same cycle, different people. When you don't learn the lesson, it's like playing a game. If you don't pass the board, you got to go right back and start the board over and try it again until you get it.
Sadly, most of us repeat the same exact cycle
over and over again. Super Mario Brothers is the first thing that come to my mind. When you go to that site, you know how to, you go and then you lose and then go and then you got to go back and you're like, how did I end up back in the same position again? And you still see the same little mushrooms and the same little stuff that's in the same. And if you don't hit it,
the same threat that they posed last time.
Yes.
Ain't grew a bit.
And you tried the same technique.
Yes, and it still didn't work, and you wondering why you got to go back through the same cycle, right? Wow. Yes. Yeah. So that visual of being able to actually see the paper burn, actually hear the glass break, actually being able to identify them, because sometimes we don't even know how to identify them. We don't even know that
it was a problem.
It was a problem until we actually sit down and think about it. Because what we're thinking is, oh, I've been with this guy and he had the same characteristics as this guy. It's just that he had a little bit more money, or he was a little bit nicer, or he made love to me better than the last one, right? So it's just these different cycles, but they were still probably abusive. They were probably in a narcissist, and that probably came from your relationship with your dad or your mom that you dealt with, that you haven't gotten rid of that generational cycle, right? You haven't healed from that generational cycle, so you marry someone just like that, or you get into a relationship.
In my daughter's life.
Yeah,
I'm glad that I'm so they really actually get the visual of even with their mom. I respect their mom.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean I get the same in return. We're doing all right now, but they had a visual of what a man should be. They're safe around their daddy. They know that. And the things that their daddy do are the things that is required for them to be safe.
Mm-hmm. And
they understand that process. So honestly, if we got to depend on next generation, they probably going to be single forever, because ain't no more of me out here. Ain't too many of these daddies out here. True. Daddy type of men.
That's true.
Fatherly men.
Mm-hmm.
When I look for a mate, I looked for qualities of my dad.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily that I found that.
It's limited.
But that's what I was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I know I had a strong father, providing father, a father that was there for us. Very loving qualities.
Mm-hmm.
Spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know. Not afraid to take care of his family,
mm-hmm.
you know, and so you look for those things, but sometimes you settle for less.
Mm-hmm. And when we settle for less and we don't heal from it, we can't attract what was really for us, because we're still holding on to that baggage from the last relationship.
Mm-hmm. Try to fill the blank with something else.
Yeah.
That ain't that. Still.
Yep. And that's what brings us to the heart chakra. Right, our heart chakra is something that we don't consider. We figure it's cool to be hard and cold-hearted nowadays, to not have it's always cool. I don't got no feelings. F your feelings, and we don't catch feelings. We catch flights, but you sad on a flight because you by yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm a dude. You like, bro, did I just hear you tell her you love her, bro?
Yeah, right.
Get out here with this shit.
Yeah, showing emotion. You know, it's sometimes these days it's I don't wear my emotions on my sleeve. What? It's okay to be able to show your emotions.
I found a lot of people that has chosen to be by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They're afraid to take that step into a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
and they just like forget it. I'll just be by myself. Well, you know, they're not me. I don't want to be by myself.
I don't want to be by myself.
No.
I
gotta find the right words.
Like I was telling you about the woman that gave me this book. Like we're more so colleagues and friends, but this book spoke volumes to what I was going through. So in this case, it felt good to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
It just felt good for some, I've never seen this book in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And the record, I would have bought it if I saw it, but she saw it.
Mm-hmm. And thought of you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It just felt good to be seen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And be understood.
Yeah. And heard.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Without you even.
It's called the Invisible Eight.
And you didn't even, what's crazy is talking about what we was talking about last week. We was talking about, our throat chakra and not being heard, So that was very powerful. I'm proud of her.
What?
Congrats to her.
So what else can we expect from a chat with the Queen?
So we're gonna do a whole lot of things that's gonna be outside of the box to be able to heal. I don't want to give you too much information because I want you all to tune in. But be expecting a healing journey with the individuals that we have on the show. I'm looking forward to being able to share my team with everybody. We have a licensed therapist. Her name is Medina Harris. And then we have William Andrews. He is a I can never say the word.
I'm trying to do what you're trying to say.
I know. But anyway, he does very well with, he does very good with helping you think outside the box and digging deeper with
psychotherapist.
No, he's not a psychotherapist, but he is a reader. So he's a medium as well. So I thought that would be great for the young lady that has experienced a lot of grief in her life.
Yes.
To get some messages maybe from them to her to let her know, that she's being seen.
Who was it?
Little cuz.
Mm-mm.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Your daughter is my little cousin.
Oh no, she didn't try it.
No.
Okay.
So that and then we have Bianca Wagner. She is very good she's an herbalist. She does she teaches you how to plant your own foods and grow them.
Yay.
She has all types of detoxes and things like that to help you with your body so that you will be able to get in alignment with your health. And then we have Robin Gentry. She is she does so much, but what she's going to bring to the show is she's going to bring out workout routines for each individual, and she's going to also do some meal planning to help them learn how to eat properly. And then we have
Tiffany Gray Smith.
Yep, Tiffany Grace. Yep, Tiffany.
Smith.
Yes, she's going to help with the financial piece. So to help everybody get their finances in order, because we all want to leave some type of generational wealth, but until we get ourselves together, we have to learn what to do with the money if we get it. If we hit the lottery today, would you be able to spend it and still have some left over?
Yes.
Right. And to be able to leave a generational wealth. So Tiffany is on there. And we have some other individuals that we're going to bring on the show that will be able to assist people with their journey. So I'm really looking forward to it.
It's going to be awesome. I just hope I'm not a crybaby. So
go ahead, because I'm gonna be crying too. I'm a crybaby too.
Cameraman, make sure y'all catch them tears. This is real.
This is real.
For
This
real.
is real.
Yes.
And so what platforms is the show gonna be on?
It's going to be on Direct TV, and it's going to also be on Spectrum local channels. We're going to also stream it on YouTube, Busy One Network,
Yes.
and we're going to also do Roku. And what was the other one?
Roku, Apple TV, Fire Stick,
Yes. So be looking for it everywhere, y'all. Everywhere. So I'm really excited. And I've been asking God, like, just for guidance, and to be able to assist me throughout this process, because we're going to all have to stay prayed up. We're going to all have to stay connected with one another. We're going to be intertwining other spirits into what we already have going on.
Mm-hmm.
So being able for us to be able to stay connected as a team is very important to me. Ms.
Yes.
Kim knows that
Yes.
I'm very firm on that, and making sure that we're all in a position mentally, spiritually, and emotionally to be able to carry the individuals that we have. And that is the reason why we have other people to join us. So I'm very grateful for that.
Okay, that's awesome. Closing words, Kenny. I mean, Sincere, I'm sorry.
My name's Kenny. Y'all know that by now.
We know it is. Any upcoming shows yet?
No, I've been booked any, but I definitely got a couple new connections where that's gonna make 2024 very busy, and hopefully we can catch that on film as well, because I want to be a part of the group that you just explained. And the come up is real. Everybody, we have the ability to do right. We have the platform to do right. We just have to want it.
That's true.
And for the others, be inspired by things that you can possibly touch. You don't have to just sit in misery. You don't have to. The world, okay, it's hard. We get that. It ain't easy for people that's inspired either. But we just ain't letting go of the inspiration. I'm one of those people. And I brought a product that I wanted to share with everybody. It's called Shilligant. It's very similar to like sea moss and other things that I'm a big fan of Dr. Sebi. And he mentioned this long before he passed away. This is it's actually a tar. It's more so like a resin that comes from the Himalayan mountains. And for some reason, it cured my asthma.
So what do you do? Do you take it? Or?
You mix it with water.
Okay.
It's a very small dosage. They even provide the spoon. It's something even smaller than my pinky finger. And you dab it, you mix it, and you drink it on a daily basis. And for me, again, quoting Dr. Save, he said, the only disease is mucus. Even now, I'm breathing freely, talking to y'all, holding long sentences. This is something I haven't had the ability to do my whole entire life.
Wow.
And this stuff helps.
And so now where can they get that product
I
from?
bought this on Amazon.
Okay.
They got Amazon getting help all the good stuff. And I'm not sure about the company that make this because they didn't put it on the jar yet. You can actually find this easier than you can find sea moss.
Wow.
Because people know how to counterfeit sea moss now, apparently.
Or you can go to Root Seeds and Oils. They probably have it too.
Okay. Closing words, Miss Queen Cleo.
My closing words is you're never alone. You're not on this journey alone. Find your tribe. Get out the house. Go look for your people. Your people will be attracted to you. And also, God is with you. So God is in you. So don't ever think that you're alone. And you also have me.
And how can they get in contact with you again?
Yes, you can reach me on all my social media platforms on Coaching with Cleo, or you can, and on the platform, you'll be able to click the link to book a session with me.
That's awesome. I hope people really take advantage of this very spiritual, beautiful young lady that I've met. And I think she's going to make a lot of difference in people's lives. And that's what we need. We need somebody like you.
Thank you.
Yes, so it's been a pleasure working with you, and I look forward to many a years.
Yes. I do too. And thank you, because man, she gonna get me together for the wardrobe. I can't wait to drop my pictures. Oh my God, and I'll see me on the show. I mean,
Just don't put me in those skinny jeans. I'm 40.
It's okay. You can wear some. You don't have
Nah,
to
it
wear
ain't
no
okay. I'm
jeans.
cool. I meant what I
So,
said.
so
I
I
laugh.
thank you guys for tuning in to the Busy One Radio, Lady Divine Show, and make sure you be safe out there. Think before you act, and I love you all, and I'll see you next week.